Hey guys, what's up? This is ScherBR, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is about Romancing Saga Reuniverse. We will be checking some of the new upcoming events. We have some data mines, we have some global changes to two banners that are kinda interesting. And let's just start this with checking on the new banner. Well, you can already see on the news page that we have Professor on the left side. This is the character that makes the summons in this game. She's from a Romancing Saga tree. And on the right side we have Emelia. Emelia is one of the protagonists of the Saga Frontier game from the PS1. She's one of my favorites actually. I really enjoy her story on that game. Both characters are gunners. So we are keeping up with the recent trend of just releasing gunners into the game. And they are very strong indeed. They can be used to deal blunt damage. And they have one of the highest multipliers in this game. I think it's the highest one. I need to do some research, then I'll be talking about this later. And what they just did was to combine the two banners because some people would not be summoning in maybe one of those banners. So the developers already know this. They have the data from the Japanese version. They probably know which characters are more popular because of their sets. They know that. So they changed these two characters now based on the Datamine. That information can still change. We had White Rose banner that was amazing. We had Acelus banner that was a very good one as well. I still believe Teacher Yundini was very strong as well for when she was released, and because she will keep being useful. Now this banner I think is one of the most interesting we have ever seen. So there's a reason for that. I'll try to click here. And you guys can already see some image here. Fairy. They are using the name Fairy, but we have two fairies in this game, so this one is not the one that belongs to the Reuniverse story. This one is actually, I think, from Romancing Saga 3. We have a different version of Khalid. Khalid is a character that has two SS styles released very close to each other, and also the S style that you get from Tower. I can say that he's useful for now, but his usefulness will be reduced very soon. He's not a character that has something that or very unique about him that will make him useful for a long run. But then we have Fairy is very good actually. She's a spear wielder, so we don't have many spear wielders that are actually meta or just strong enough for long-term usage. But we have Professor and Emelia, they are gunners. And like I said, gunner is a very recent weapon type. And getting those characters now means that you'll be able to get some weapon masteries and also take advantage of this formation key that just got released that increases the dexterity of two characters. For those that do not know, you need dexterity with gunners. They simply ignore the STR status, so having dexterity will help them deal damage. Some people don't think too much about gunners because they do blunt damage, and we have lots of martial artists that are very strong in the game. So we have plenty of blunt damage. We also have plenty of slash damage, but there are a lot of roles that can still be filled with slash damage dealers, while the martial artist is already very strong. And I also want to thank everyone that's doing the Datamines. That is Rider 43. There's also Baxman Alexandros. He also does some very good data mining. So I just want to thank them all because this video will not be possible without their help. Well, I think I'll just stick with this information on this page. I think it's a little easier to understand. Well, let me just scroll down and then we'll be talking about the changes to the two characters. So the most interesting thing is that this is the first character that is also getting a difference between the status multipliers. She had like 66% in endurance and now she got only 40. It was reduced, so it's a nerf. But instead, she's getting more intelligence. It was 58 before, and it's now 70%. And you will understand why they made this change. The developers know how characters work, and they didn't do this by mistake. This is important because we need to check her skills, her actual skills right now in Japan. You will see that she has a very interesting attack called Pounding Crackers. Pounding Crackers, it's a 14 BP cost with the power of B, that it's an AoE attack, indirect, all enemies. It only deals blunt damage on the Japanese version, and it can confuse the enemies with a medium chance. Confuse is not something that you can easily find on this game. There's like, let me just try to see how many. So there's only 8 different attacks with the Confusion. You can see the Pounding Crackers is the one that hits everyone. Not many characters can do attacks like this. We have a new Barber. This is very recent in Japan. This has this attack called Frenzy, but it's a single target. In comparison to attacks that can afflict everyone, we'll be having this other one here. This character is even free, Roberto, but they don't do damage. They try to inflict confusion, but they don't do damage. So having an attack that can inflict confusion and also do damage is super interesting. The only problem is the BP cost is very high. You cannot be unleashed on the first turn. But you see, having high intelligence will help her inflict confusion with more often. And this is why they changed her intelligence multiplier. Now, Pounding Crackers will be way better than it was in the Japanese version. And even though you can get this similar attacks to this one with other characters, you will never have one that is so strong. You see, that's 22 power with this character. And compared to like only this version of Barber has it for single targets, and then the highest one we've seen, it's ID Break, that's a single target. So that becomes super interesting in my opinion. And another character that will be released very soon is this one here. This is Summerless. Summerless is another character that I want to summon for, but I don't know if I'll have the gems, because that's a version of Elise that can heal and also inflict confusion with this attack, but it's a single target attack, so you can compare. This one can also be used more often, so you can kind of spam it instead of just using it sometimes like we have here with the Professor. So, well, this was about the confusion techniques. We still have some other skills with the Professor that can be very useful. She has Ricochet. It's the same attack that we have with Locks You on T260G. Very nice because it can be reduced to 6. It's 8 power, 29. And the first one here is called Song Shooting. Song Shooting is very similar to, say, Smash and other attacks that has C power with 5 VP equals. Can be reduced to 4. It's okay, so you can keep on just spamming, but I do prefer using Ricochet and even changing to normal attack sometimes just to get more BP. Let's just get back to the Discord, and you'll see not only this multiplier was changed, but we got a different passive as well. The first one that was released in Japan was called Hardy Defense number 4. That is hard defense reduce the incoming damage when you're on full HP. That is interesting because gunners usually don't get attacked so much often, but that will be changed to Enervate Will 3. Enervate Will is super rare in this game, because they don't really like to give us Will debuff, because Will debuff will increase the damage from spells that you cast, but not only that, but it will be reducing the resistance against status elements from enemies. Not only enemies, but challenges, bosses. It doesn't really work all them wonders as some people have reported, but it's still an option that you can have to just try to help inflict some status. There will be some bosses that will be easily beaten if you can, say, inflict poison. And if you have another character that reduces the poison resistance and the enemy is not exactly immune, some strategies will be better by having will debuffs. So way better than hardy defense in my opinion. And they changed also the third skill. The third skill, Popping Cracker, that was the one that I was talking about that inflicts confusion, was changed, and now it has a heat damage as well. So it's blunt plus heat. Heat is fire. Just better, just became better. Now you have blunt plus heat. We don't have many heat damage dealers, and especially not many AoEs that has a very nice effect like confusion. If you compare to the other skills that we have from fire element, heat, we don't have so many ones that are so strong. So that will help you have more chances of inflicting heat damage against AoE targets. Professor gets very better, but I still don't think she is the best one that was changed. Emelia is way better now, and there's a lot of reasons why Emelia got so strong that I recommend summoning for her, but kind of depends on all the characters that you have. I will be summoning because I'm a fan of the character, but not only that, if she gets released with exactly the same stuff that we are seeing here, well, she will be damage queen for a long time. She will be getting more damage than even Final Emperor if she can affect the weakness of the enemies, and she will be affecting the weakness a lot of times. Okay, so this is the two different SS styles that we have with Emelia in the Japanese version. The first one, I mean the second one from this image, is the one that we'll be summoning for. This one has a wedding dress, but it's not fan service at all. It's just that she also used a wedding dress on the original game. She changes outfits to change how she gets status. Sometimes by using an outfit she got more of dexterity, kind of more HP, and the other outfit will just get more endurance, agility. You know, this was already inside the game. And even the original art from her wedding dress is just taken directly from the original game. This is not for service at all, but it kind of fits the theme of the upcoming event. She changed it a lot. The first one here is Uplifting Spirit. In the Japanese version, she has only a 25% chance of getting 1 BP by her attacks. We have lots of characters that can use this. And what they changed it is just that, look on this. Uplifting was changed for Power Charge number 2. For those that do not know this, because we don't have this ability in the game yet, it recovers 2 BP, and this makes her a way better damage dealer when compared to the original version. Not only that, she's already very strong by herself, and she didn't need this ability to be strong on release. She was considered one of the highest damage dealers for some time in the Japanese version, and with this she became even better. Well, she also has Tension Up number 4 and Weakness Concentration number 3, so 30% increase if you are hitting the weakness of the enemy. And now she can produce 2 different damage types. That becomes even easier to hit the weakness point of your enemy. We also have different formations now that can increase dexterity. There's a new formation that increases dexterity for 2 characters. And now we'll be using this Emelia with my Christmas Monica. And they will be pairing up and working super fine. The only problem with that formation is that you have to use healers on the front lines. It's not perfect. But we'll be getting more and more formations in the future. And the character itself is already very good. Let's just give a look on her skills. Let's just compare to what changed as well. You see that the first and the third skill was changed. The first one, let's just check there, is Concentrated Shooting. That is just like single target, D power 4 BP. This is good for just keep unleashing this attack. She got this reduced to 3 and she could just use this attack forever. It's very close to C. So she was already very strong with these single targets. And then what they changed is just that now she will be using an AoE attack. This AoE attack is just the same that we checked with Professor. She didn't have this. You can see by her future SS style, she didn't have any AoE. Now we have an AoE, it's better than having this concentrated shooting because Ricochet is here. It's just the same skill that we have with Team 260G. A power 29, very strong. I already said this because Professor also has this skill. And the last skill is called Sweet Trap. Sweet Trap was also changed. You see, it's triple S damage with 633 power. Very strong. We don't have many triple S damage skills in the game. We have Alid, we have Final Emperor, and now we have Emelia. She starts with 14 BP. But here's the trick. We can reduce this to 11, and then she will get 12 on her first turn. She can unleash this just fine. That's the first character that can open a stage with the triple S damage. Super amazing to have this combination. We'll be getting more characters in the future that can also deal double damage types, but the triple S damage with double attack so soon, she will be used for quite a long time. And like I said, if you want to use her for blunt, it's super easy. If you want to use her for pierce, super easy as well. We have this new formation that increases dexterity, and she can be used with another happier user in the backlines. So I think this character becomes so much better that it's really recommended summoning. Not only that, but let's just give a look on some other things. They, like I said, they merged 2 banners. We will be having 4% chances of summoning new SS styles. We also be getting the Fairy and Khalid, and Fairy super strong as well. Khalid not so much. But 4% chance of getting a new character. With every summon, that means that you may just look out and get the character before you need to pity. And even if you need to pity, maybe you'll be able to get all 4 characters without having to pity for a single one that you want the most. It's very high chances of getting at least one new character and a good character out of it. The fairy is also good, so 3 super strong characters to summon for on this banner. Well, that's why I'm super happy and super hyped. Well, after this, let's just give a look on other Datamine stuff. Not only is good to summon for 4 featured characters, but you also have something very good by summoning them. There will be 2 events. They will be released, probably one after another with some different in between some days. And you see, Fatima and Valdor belongs to Emelia banner. Fatima is also a very good character. She learns a healing attack that deals damage and heals with this S style that can be inherited in her future SS style. She's even good here with an S style, but well, it's still an S style that doesn't have so many status. And Fatima will also be useful in the next event. You see, this is, let me see, this event here. Fatima has an A style on the second event. And you can also get, what is this? Ah, this is Professor. The other one was Emelia. And we'll also be getting this Buddy style for free. We just need to farm some of the medals and we can exchange for the free character. Another Gunner. So we have Emelia, Professor, and this Bunny character for Gunners. We'll be able to get lots of weapon masteries by just summoning and participating on this event. And guys, just farm this Bunny because he is super strong. And yeah, you see, you'll be able to just get increased drops for 2 events instead of just 1 because they merged the 2 banners. And also, without changing the chances of getting each character, you have, what can I say, a better result here. Instead of, if you were planning to summon off these 2 banners, now you'll be saving gens by summoning on a merged banner. And yeah, very nice. There's another event that will be going. It's Dragon Ingots. Just for story mode, you'll be getting these Dragon Ingots, and you can get some S pieces, SS pieces from Noel, Expedition tickets, gold pieces, stamina potions. We already have this before, so super okay. There's also a second part for the Saga 30 anniversary. This one will be giving us 2,000 gems, very nice. While there will also be a new main story expansion. Very nice, so you can farm the Dragon Ingot while you just keep climbing on story mode. So yeah guys, I think this update will be awesome. There are some new challenges you can even see here. Battle with Dream Eater. Battle with Dream Eater. I don't know. Oh, okay, Battle with Dream Eater is an immediate event. It's related to her story on the Saga Frontier game, so I won't be spoiling anything here. And yeah, lots of events going, and to be able to get more drops, easier farming, and also another thing that it's kinda recent. Triple drop instead of double drops, so very good to farm, but only on the event. You see, double on story and triple on the event. Very good for those that are starting the game, so they can get very strong without having to summon 2 different banners. They now have the option to summon on a single one. Very good for starting. And now let's just go to the Force of Mystery Exploration inside the game. I'll be clicking on the Exchange Shop, and there are new equipments here. We have the Black Helm. The Black Helm is, I think, the most meh of them all. It increases blunt resistance, but also darkness resistance, with a little more endurance. It's not as interesting as, say, the Fluffy HUD, because the Fluffy HUD increases cold damage instead of blunt resistance, but it doesn't give endurance. So maybe just for that specific tank that you're maybe needing a little more resistance, not that 3 points will save you in any content in this game. And there's also flame-proof gloves. This one is interesting because it dexterity, intelligence, and love. I don't know why, but increases fire, heat resistance, and slash resistance on the same time. We don't have many equipments that can increase this 2 resistance on the same time, and that will be interesting against some challenges. Then there's, just to note, we can only get Black Helm and Flameproof Gloves once. So once you get them, they will be disappearing from here and to never appear again. There's also Stardust Robe. This one here is more interesting. It gives 4 intelligence. 4 intelligence. We don't have any S robe for mages. I suggest you guys getting at least 3 of those. It will take you 3 months, but start by doing this on this month so you get this as soon as possible. And the last one is better boots. They are interesting because it gives resistance against pierce. If you need pierce resistance, this is the equipment that you'll be using. It doesn't have intelligence, so it's better for characters that you attack. Dexterity, endurance, and agility. Okay, and pierce resistance. Not as good as Fluffy Hood, because Fluffy gives 2 resistance, this one only gives 1. So most of the time you'll be equipping those other and just choosing this one if it's strictly against pierce damage. Yeah, this is the things that we got on the shop. And yeah, this was my opinion on all of this. What's your opinion? Please say here on the comment section. I'll also be doing a live stream as soon as this event goes live. I don't know if it will be today, probably by tomorrow. And please hang out with us. We always do live streams when there's a new update with the game. And if you want to support this channel, you can do so by using the Patreon, PayPal, or Coffee buttons on the description. We see each other on the next video. Bye.